Make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to receive helpful tips on how to relieve pain. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section down below. Hello everyone, welcome. This is Dr. Jacobs. In this video, I'm gonna go over the 3 most powerful and effective treatment to treat the root cause of Achilles tendonitis. But before I do that, I will explain briefly the normal healing cycle so you will understand why this treatment is actually treating the root cause of the problem instead of wasting your time and energy in treatment that does not treat the root cause of the problem. It's very important to understand that these treatments work very well when it's implemented simultaneously. You cannot pick and choose, I'm going to work on one of those treatments and not addressing the other one. When we look at the normal healing cycle, it's very complex. The problem is very complex. We have to really address it from a comprehensive approach to really get rid of the issue. So briefly, the normal healing cycle, our body has to go through 3 stages in order to heal. So with the Achilles tendonitis, but we don't see it because the skin cover it here, so I'm gonna use external paper cut for visualization. So the first stage of healing is inflammation, as you see here. Swelling, redness, the blood start to rush to that area and you start to have redness in this area and pain. The second stage of healing is a proliferation stage. That's when your body starts to build fibrotic tissue or called scar tissue. During this stage, you experience fascia restrictions, muscle spasm, trigger points. Perfect scenario, actually during the maturation stage, your body gets rid of everything from the proliferation stage and inflammation stage. So when we look at Achilles tendonitis, by definition, anything end with itis is inflammation. So it's inflammation of the tendon of your Achilles, and that's usually occur from micro tear or tear in the Achilles tendon and a lot of tightness in the calf. So you start to have with the micro tear, your body has to build the glue to repair those tear, which is actually the fibrotic tissue or the scar tissue. And when you start to have excessive fibrotic tissue, it causes more tightness in the calf muscle and cause more pressure on the bone of the calcaneus and other the fibula and the tibia around this area, and you start to have more symptoms from the Achilles tendonitis. So with chronic condition, usually the body going back and forth between inflammation and proliferation stage, and as you see in this image, more thickness in the Achilles tendon in the back of your heel. So in order to treat the root cause of the problem, we really have to look at this vicious cycle and targeting these vicious cycle. And I have other video about 9 most common and effective treatment for Achilles tendonitis. I will leave the link for that video underneath this video so you know what kind of treatment that does not provide long term. So in order to treat the root cause of the Achilles tendonitis, we have to really address that vicious cycle. So the first thing we have to do is decrease the inflammation. So what I personally do, if you have a acute condition of Achilles tendonitis, rest for 1 to 2 weeks should be enough to resolve the problem. If you have a chronic condition with severe inflammation, severe fibrotic tissue, and restrictions on this area, rest is not going to be enough and is not going to be effective. So what I personally do with my patient, I give them the Magna Heal 2, and that's what I use, very strong magnet, the magnetic range 3 to 4 inches that actually penetrate in the body, that decrease inflammation. So I have them wear it at night or throughout the day to decrease localized inflammation. At the same time, I put my patient on anti-inflammatory diet to decrease internal inflammation, because there's certain food that cause chronic internal inflammation in the body. So I want to make sure to eliminate that. And especially with chronic condition, I notice with a lot of those patients, they usually experiencing vitamins, mineral deficiency that slow down the normal healing. So I do proper evaluation for nutrition imbalance. and address any deficiency. So it's very important to address the inflammation stage. As I mentioned to you, it's not only inflammation. We have to address those three elements simultaneously, because the problem is not only inflammation. You have inflammation and also you have fibrotic tissue, scar tissue, and that's actually the second treatment has to be addressed simultaneously. While we're working on inflammation, we have to clean up those fibrotic tissue. So when you look in this image here, the first one is normal muscle, look nice and smooth. The second image here, that's when you start to have a tear or micro tear in the muscles. When your body starts to build a scar tissue, it looks like very disgusting like this. The fibrotic tissue is actually very random all over the place, and actually you can feel it with your hand when you go down to your Achilles area. Just palpate. If you start to feel like thickness, grinding, fullness, and even in your calf area, you will feel fullness in the tissue. That is fibrotic tissue. So it actually look like this internally. And when you have that tissue, because our muscle should act like a rubber band when you contract and relax, a stretch like this. When you have fibrotic tissue, it's like you have a knot in a rubber band. So when your muscle contract, will not stretch much, and that will decrease the range of motion of your ankle and cause more symptoms. So at the same time, while you are working on decreasing the inflammation, we have simultaneously to break the fibrotic tissue in the calf area and the Achilles area, Achilles tendon area. So what I personally do for breaking the fibrotic tissue, I use the A3 to break superficial fibrotic tissue in the calf area, and I also use the A5 to go deep to break deep adhesion, deep fibrotic tissue in the calf muscle. This A5 can go deep in the muscle by 2 inches, and we need that, especially with the calf muscle. It's very thick muscle that we have to exert mechanical force to break those knots, because when your calf is tight, it's gonna pull your Achilles tendon and cause more inflammation. So you don't only work on the Achilles area, we have to work on the calf because it's one piece. At the same time, while we're working on the inflammation, the fibrotic tissue, we have to address the fascia system. So next time when you go buy meat, what is fascia? So when you go buy meat, look at the white filament here. That is the fascia layers. So to make things complicated, we have several layers, but don't worry, the treatment very simple. When we dissect a cadaver, you see that white filament, that's a fascia layer, that's a fascia layer. So to make things complicated, we have two major categories of fascia layers: superficial fascia and deep fascia. Superficial fascia wrapping the entire body like a Spider-Man suit, wrapping everything. And then we have the deep layer divided to 4 subcategories: apparatic fascia, epimysin, premiysin, and endomysin. Make things more complicated, each of these layers is actually consist of 2 to 3 sublayers on the top of each other, very thin layers that align on the top of each other. So when we look at the muscle here, you see that white filament, that's white areas, that's actually fascia layer. So you have the apparatic fascia wrapping a group of muscles, then you have the epimysin wrapping individual muscle fiber, the whole muscle fiber, and then you have a premiysin that's wrapping a bundle of muscle fiber here, and each individual single fiber is wrapped with a layer of fascia called the endomysin. So when we treat the fascia layer, we have to actually treat all the system. You cannot pick and choose. I'm gonna work only on a superficial fascia layer and avoid the apparatic or epimysin or premiysin. So what I personally use, I use the A1 to release superficial and apparatic fascia layer, and I also use the A5 tool to go deep to release the epimysin, premiysin, and endomysin. As I mentioned to you, it's extremely important when you treat Achilles tendonitis, you look at that vicious cycle and break it from both ends. We have to get rid of the inflammation, we have to get rid of the fibrotic tissue, the fascia restrictions. Otherwise, Otherwise, the treatment will not be complete, because decreasing inflammation without addressing the proliferation stage, that will cause more inflammation. If you have any question or comment, leave it in the comment section and I will answer it in a future video. See you soon. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to receive helpful tips on how to relieve pain. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section down below or go to astrinstitute.com.